Hey guys, I hit 50 subscribers, which is so great. I wanted to do a video about this, and to celebrate 50 subscribers, I'm going to talk about how I got into art. My story is weird. It's not intentional. Things that happen in my life, it's chain of events that made me into what am I. Everybody else is made of chain of events. Anyway, today I want to talk to you and tell you my story of how I got into art, and I have to motivate others if you want to get into art and basically everything else. Anyways, I live in a city that I was born in. My city is small. There's no opportunities in here. There's one place for kids. They give after school activities. It's very specific stuff. I don't remember exactly what's inside, but I know that I didn't like any of these. I didn't have after-school activities. I am also an only child, so it's easy for me because since I was a very young child, I knew how to entertain myself and I don't need anyone else, so I didn't look for any kind of activity until when I got to age 9. Parents understood that I need to find some kind of hobby. I wasn't doing anything after school, just playing MapleStory. That important detail for my story, just keep in mind that I was playing MapleStory. It's a great game. And my parents thought that I needed a hobby. That's legit to think that you have a 9-year-old kid that doesn't do anything. She has no hobby, just play games. I don't know what age is the right age to have your own hobby. I think that is legit to think that your kid is old enough to have her own hobby. So my parents wanted to help me find my hobby, so they signed me up to after-school activity. In that point, I want to point out that my dad is a sportsman, so he probably thinks that I'd like to have sport too, and that's also legit because that's how you find hobbies by other people. Maybe if your parents doing it, you're probably gonna like it. So they signed me up to tennis activity. And you know what? I didn't like it. It was fun because sport is fun. I was very active and I did very good in tennis. I mean, I didn't know how to launch the ball, but it was good enough to stay. I enjoyed it, but I knew it's not my thing, so I left because I knew that it's not my thing. And hey, it's also a way to find a hobby just by saying I don't like that, I don't like that, and finding your path by trying other paths and saying that it's not yours. So I left tennis and my dad told me, okay, what do you want to see? I mean, I tried my part. It's not what you like, what you want to try. He was content with the place and he patched up with everything new. There was a new piano school. He asked me if I want to try music, and music is so cool. I love music and I thought, why not? I didn't like the teacher. I didn't like his attitude, and I didn't like that he told me on the very first day to a 9-year-old she's gonna be in front of 3,000 people. And I was like, no. I was very shy. Shyness is something that you can deal with. You can't accept it from a 9-year-old. So I told my dad I don't want to see him anymore. I mean, I don't want to see my teacher anymore. And he understood and took me away from the class. I didn't care you don't have after-school activity, but my parents apparently really wanted me to have after-school activities. So they kept looking in that place for more stuff, and they found out there is a new class for jewelry design. They signed me up, and guess what? I really enjoyed it. I've been there like 3 years, I think. It was so much fun. I liked the teacher, but every time I finished the activity, I went back home and played MapleStory. It was my thing. That was my hobby, hiding in that very good game. From time to time, I was looking on the web for MapleStory pictures because I just like to save them on my computer. I don't know why it was my thing. Some of them were fan art, and I knew it was fan art. I knew people do it for fun. Some people take their time to show their love to the game. I wanted to show my love to the game too, and I wanted to draw like them, and I didn't knew that was my hobby. I didn't knew that I will do it, and I didn't. One day I decided that I want to do that. So as a 9-year-old, I had a very young kid. 9-year-olds already know that their parents have some kind of limitations too. I still thought that my parents know everything, like the source of any knowledge in the world. I went to my mom and I showed her one of the fan arts and I asked her, how do I do that? Just like that. Don't judge me, okay? I thought that everybody can do that, in some kind of knowledge. So I didn't ask her only, I asked few members of my family and told me that they don't know. But one person told me that professional artists can do that, and I don't know if you can do it because you're not a professional artist. That's true. I wasn't a professional artist when I was 9, so I took a paper and a pencil and I tried to draw my first fan art of MapleStory, and probably my first art in the world. Like my first. It's not the first art in the world. And it was awful and I liked it. I showed it to my family and they couldn't resist and start laughing, and I cried. When I look at my picture now, I know why they laugh, but I then understood that if I don't want them to laugh at me, maybe it means that I have a lot of work to do. So I opened my computer. It was hard to do that. It was like 2006 or 7. So I searched in the web for how to draw. And I found on YouTube Mark Riley. Probably if you tried to draw anime, you followed one of his tutorials. And it was so hard to draw. I understood that I'm diving into pool, and once I put my leg in it, I have to put my whole body in it. I was very happy because I found my hobby and they support me. I drew a lot. I drew on notebooks from the first day that I learned that I want to draw. Later on, I discovered digital art. I used to draw on MS Paint, but later I found another program that is very friendly and it was so much fun to draw. I drew with my mouse and I drew character. It helped me improve because I wanted to improve to have good pictures. And later my parents bought me my first digital tablet and it helped me to improve a lot. High school and in middle school decided to have its own after school activities. And guess what? They had art and I joined it and it was so much fun. It was so meaningful to me. We met many kinds of art and that made me understand that I want to be an artist, but I didn't know exactly which artist I want to be because I saw a lot of kinds of art. I saw wall art and I saw painters, statues, and it's great. So that was middle school. Then we have to go to high school. And in my town, in my city, we don't have high school. They didn't think about the concept of high school. And most of my friends, they wasn't into art, so they found their school and they wanted to be there. It was very hard for me to leave them, but I knew it's for the good because if I want to go to art, I have to make decisions. But for some reason, I didn't care about my high school. In the middle of the year, already everybody knew where they're going, but I didn't. For some reason, I don't know why, don't judge me. It was many years ago. In the end of the year, my teacher gave us a list of schools that might accept us because we are not from the city, and told us that for those who didn't find their school yet, here's this list, find one, contact them, and good luck. I looked at the list and 2 of them had graphic design, but I chose one randomly. I contacted them, I got the date of the exams, I went to the exams, and all the time I don't care, by the way. I don't care about the exams. I don't know why I didn't care. If it was happening nowadays, I did care. 14 years old me didn't have any concept of future life until the last day of the summer vacation. I thought maybe I should check the result. I don't know. I have a feeling that if I didn't accept it to the school, I have no school tomorrow to go to. So I called them and miracle, I got accepted to school and I attended the school and it was so much meaningful to me. The studies was very meaningful to me. I liked every class, but the people were also meaningful because I met for the first time in my life people who had the same interests as mine. That made my mind to understand that maybe art is my path. So I learned Photoshop, Illustrator, and how to draw. I liked most of my teachers and I had a blast. Now I can consider myself professional artist because I got diploma for graphic design. Legally, I am a professional graphic designer. So I reached what I wanted to be, a professional artist who can draw MapleStory Fanart without thinking about how. It's kind of weird that that's the reason that I did all that things to reach what I want, but I did it and I'm so happy. You can say that motivation is the reason of why I reached that point, but no, the real reason that I reached that point is because I wanted to draw a good fanart of MapleStory. And all these years that I worked hard is because I wanted to draw a good fanart. I hope you enjoyed my real story about how to draw a fan art of MapleStory. Share this video with your friends if you want to motivate them to draw MapleStory fan art too, or maybe literally everything, because if you want to do anything, you will work hard for it and you will do it eventually. So share this video. Also subscribe to my channel if you like my content and like this video, if you like my story, and see ya next time. Bye!